founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid host on Craft Roulette, episode 47. That means we're getting close to our big first year, and so many of you have been so kind to stick with us and have fun with us for these many months, and we really appreciate it. Welcome if you're here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or in the middle of the night. We are little viewers that we appreciate all over the globe now. We were just talking about it before we started, and anyway, we're 6:30 on Friday Central Time, but to some of you it's 1:30 on Saturday tomorrow, and some of you it's 1:30 in the morning tonight. And I think it's just really neat that we have this little fun community that paper crafting pulls us all together, and we get to play nicely. I think we all should kiss our brains. I do. We're a good group, and the world needs more good groups. We have a good girl on tonight. Her name is Carrie from Miss Carrie's Creations, and we had her on last October, and then that crazy girl wanted to catch a trend, and so she caught the Rona, and she was sick, and she missed her second appearance, but she's all back up to her, what is it, fine and fettle? Anyway, she's back up to her fighting weight. She's ready to have a great night with us. Please welcome Miss Carrie from Colorado, Miss Carrie's Creation. Yay! Yay! We're glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. You probably are even a little more grateful than some of us because you got kind of sick. So I kept that week though that she was sick, and had been recovering. I was going, "How are you feeling? Are you coming?" But Ellen popped in and filled in for you, which was great. And thank you, Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, once again for helping us out. And look at all those applauses you're getting there. Woo! They love you. Well, Miss Carrie, we did meet Miss Carrie when she was here before, and we know a little bit about her, but there's some new viewers. So can you tell us a little bit about you, Miss Carrie?
I am a mom of 4 grown kids. They're all grown up. And so I spend my days in this craft space that my husband built for me. I've been a close to my heart consultant for I think this is year 6, but I've been paper crafting since 1995. So I took a little bit of a break, and then came back when I discovered a Cricut machine.
It's either Cricut or embossing. It's either heat embossing or Cricut that gets you. Yeah. And you're a Cricut entry level person.
Yeah.
And you still teach classes on it.
I do. I teach online classes, local classes, and I do weekend retreats.
That's pretty good. I have I probably should take one sometime because I do have issues with my Cricut. It's a love-hate relationship. I think they do such neat things, and you have such high hopes, and then you get into it and you go, "Oh, well, but then what?" But I hit that button twice, and it was and last time I hit that button twice, it worked. And this time it's not working. Is that a familiar story?
Yeah. I especially with the newer Cricuts, teaching that technology piece really is difficult for some people because if they're just not used to that technology, getting used to that is a little bit difficult for some. Yeah.
So have you ventured over to the Joy or anything?
Oh, I have all 3.
Well, if you teach it, you must have it, correct?
Yeah, I have. So I started with the Air 2, and then my husband bought me a Maker for Christmas, and then for our anniversary, he bought me the Joy.
Man,
so
he knows the way to your heart, doesn't he? Coffee and Crickets.
Yeah, this last Christmas, though, he goes, "I went to buy you a Cricut item, and they didn't have anything new, so I didn't know what to get you."
Get with it, Cricut. We've got a hot ticket there. Get on it. Yeah. Well, that's really nice. Do you have a favorite?
I I do love the maker.
The maker.
I use the maker a lot. I like the portability of the Joy, but the size does have a few limitations to it. So,
well, I am you know, it's kind of like I've got my Air 2, I think that's what it is. And so it's like, nope, I don't want to know anything more right now. I got to be able to use that one and use it well. And before I liked the cartridge. You know, I thought that was just fine. But gotta move on. So yep, Sue has a Joy and she loves it. That's right. I've heard her say that before. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll learn a few tricks from Miss Carrie if, as we progress through the night on learning, if nothing else, how to take one of her online classes. You're in Colorado. And when people hear Colorado, they think, "Oh, you live in the mountains." Do you live in the mountains?
I'm about an hour away from the mountains.
That's not too far.
So that's not bad. I actually live on like what we call the desert plains. It's winter. We have no snow right now. It's about 60 degrees out.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound like Colorado at all, does it? The traditional Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like where I live is very, like I said, very flat, very plains. But I can go an hour west of here and I'm in the mountains. I can go an hour north and I'm in Wyoming. And I can go south and I'm in basically desert of southern Colorado. So yeah, Colorado's an interesting little state.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And it's got that big pile of stuff in the middle, all that rock, really tall rocks, tall rocks. And you told me last time you have always lived there.
Yes.
Which is,
yes, I was born here, raised here.
You know, that's kind of an unusual thing in this day and age because people move so much. So
yeah,
that's good, but it's nice at the same time, right? Everybody knows
it
you?
is. No, I try to hide.
Well, that's why I have craft room. It's the same thing as a hiding place in some ways. Well, let's just go. You think it's like what a turtle must have? You know, the turtle kind of pulls in and looks for his craft room, even though, maybe to a turtle, the inside his shell is a craft room, and we just can't see it.
That would be awesome.
Looking through turtle eyes. That sounds like a pretty good children's book in the making. Work on it. Let's see if we can figure out what, the turtles, they actually pull in to see whatever they want to see. That's an interesting concept. If I see that on
deep for 6 o'clock at night.
Deep is one word to put it, one way to put it. Oh, we're gonna have a good night tonight talking about turtle fantasies and penguins that are riding bicycles, and oh my goodness, it's gonna be a great night. If you are new to Craft Roulette, welcome. We want to hear from you and let us know if you're new. I'm looking forward to reading these comments about the turtles. We do have a little, I was going to ask you, what kind of crafter are you? A turtle crafter? Do you like pull in when you craft? Are you a solo crafter? What do you like to craft?
I'm just out of the box. Home decor is kind of my first love. But I'll try anything new. It's just fun to try some new stuff.
It is, isn't it? It is. It is kind of like we pull into our little space and we're right there living in that moment right in front of us. And I'm like a turtle. I'll quit. But my brain's just going all over the place with that turtle thought. But I will quit. But home decor is real interesting to me because I've seen what you do and you have a really cool style. And you do signs and different things with the Cricut. And so that's really good use of your supplies and talents. That's good. I like it. I can see you. I don't think we have any home decor on the wheel. But,
Oh.
oftentimes it doesn't really specify. Like one time, I think Mary Neighbor um, took the idea from the project and made it into bags instead of a card. So, I mean, there's some interpretation. Craft Roulette is all about a creative experience and the joy of interpretation and making things through your parameters using our parameters. So let's go ahead and we'll move you. Don't change your camera because we want to see you a little bit longer. And we'll go ahead and show the video on what is Craft Roulette. Thank you for joining us, Carrie. Be right back.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on Facebook.com/MaryGunFun and archived on YouTube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on MaryGunFun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
And that's what we do right here on Friday evening Central Standard Time, whatever time it is at your house. We are always glad that you join us for the live. By the way, we have had so much fun here. We have 2 spin-off shows. It's like Mary Tyler Moore goes to Rhoda and what was the other? Phyllis. But it's not the same. We do a premiere replay tomorrow on YouTube, which is the YouTube Craft Roulette channel. And that's at noon Central Standard Time, whatever time your time. And then we have had such wonderful response to the contributors that we've made our contributor showcase, and it is on Tuesday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, whatever time it is at your house. And it's live, and I talk forever about each card. And so to keep this show from going till next week, we decided to go ahead and just have its own little presentation. And we did it Tuesday, and I think it worked real well because we had 50 submissions. And if I give everybody a minute, that means just the submission part is close to an hour. And actually the show was an hour and 15 minutes. So if you want to see all of last week's submissions and comments, go to YouTube because they're all really good. And not like comments necessarily, but the submissions are great. I am going to show them here. I'm just not going to talk a lot about them. I am just going to try to zip through them a little bit. So, because I want to get back and start playing with some crafts and hanging out with Carrie. What about you? All right, here we go. Thank you guys for sending them in. Last week we had a lot of fun with Leslie Benson from Missouri. We had the project with slimline cards. Colors were black and white +1, whatever color you wanted to add. The element was a bouquet. I kind of messed up right off the bat by doing a single flower. And then a random element was dry embossing, or like with an embossing machine. So this was my card that I made on the show. I made another one that had a little teacup. And then I went to yellow. And these were how many contributors we had just last week and where you're all from. So give yourself a wave and a kiss on the head if you sent in one of those 50 submissions. Look at all those pins. My stars. And we got one clear up north. And it wasn't from Santa Claus, but I think they're neighbors. Good to have you. Leslie Benson was our guest crafter with us, and that was her beautiful card that she made with the same parameters of slimline, black +1, a bouquet, and some dry embossing. It was pretty. We had a lot of fun. She's a sweet, sweet woman. Then she sent in another pretty card during the week that we got to enjoy with a whole another pink and black. There's a lot of pink and black. If you want to think about something, is just notice what kind of colors look good with black and white. That's kind of a cool thing. And look for all the little ways that people did dry embossing. It's really fun. Claire, thank you, Claire. You got it yours in really fast. Isn't it pretty? Sue, so pretty. I know I want to talk about what I talked about Tuesday. Oh, this is so hard. Carol Lee, thank you from Wisconsin. Biddy Penny, I mean to tell you, I got some fun mail. I gotta tell you, I got the real thing right here. I'll show it to you in just a minute. So fun to get that today. Georgia, striking, really, really handsome. Bonnie, super, super pretty. Really appreciate you sending that in. Alessa's here. Thank you. You gotta tell me longy, shorty. I can't remember. Real pretty. That was a sticker I asked. Sue with her pink and black. Happy weekend for Sue. Thank you. Ariel, it was good to have you back. I hope you come back again soon too. This is cool. Kathy had a real look at all these different colors. We've got orange and red and pink and blues. So many options. The show is on YouTube, and you can see these a little better. They're also on my blog, which is the Craft Roulette part, craftroulette.live, and you can see them all really well up close. Oh, I didn't say thank you, but Jackie, thank you from Australia for sending this, and she got cheeky with her orange. We have a kind of a running joke about orange. Vicky had a joke card today, cracked me up so hard on the Craft Roulette challenge group, which is a Facebook group, and you can join it automatically. You just have to answer the questions first. Betty from Missouri, it was her first. Thank you so much. Welcome to Craft Roulette Fun Fam. Vicky from North Carolina, real pretty. How am I doing? I'm going through them fast. Hilda Nell, you sent in such a pretty, pretty card. So elegant and lovely. Thank you. Jennifer, I love this with the bicycle. Probably where I got the idea for my joke about the penguin on the bicycle. It's probably still in my mind. Susan Smurf Murphy sent in a real pretty card. Lots of action and pop and fun. Thank you. Dawn was her first submission, and I loved that little strip in the back. That was my favorite part of it. Real pretty. Thank you, Dawn. Welcome to Craft Roulette. Sandy, this is another first submission. Isn't it fun? First submissions, I always say, are the hardest because you're not sure if they're going to be liked, but we're going to like something about everything because there's always something. Usually, the whole thing is great. And we just want to encourage you to have some fun with it. Loved it. Thank you so much. Welcome. Christina is up in Sweden watching the show. We love that card. We just love it. So fun. Patty, this is her 41st submission in a row. Remember, this is our 47th show. She's our lead car. She does a great job. We really appreciate Patty. You will see her in the chat, and she will cheer you on for whatever you say. She'll also answer questions a lot of the times when I don't see your questions. So thank you, Patty. Kiss your brain. Rachel's first submission, and she went purple. Isn't that fun? So fun with the little panda floating along. I love it. Thank you. Rose is here from Arizona, and she had purple too, so we had 2 purples in a row. Completely different. Love it. Thank you, Rose. Janet took me back with those flowers. I like them very much. I didn't get to them this week, but I think I want to keep those in mind, making some flowers like that. Pretty, pretty. Thank you. Deb, I love this card. I do appreciate you sending it in. You did a gorgeous job. I think there's a lot to be learned about slimline cards, and I think you guys just really set a lot of good examples for people to follow because they're kind of mystical for some people. Haley, I love the subtlety of this card. You did great. Thank you. Joy, thank you from Missouri for your first submission. Really sharp and pretty. Really appreciate you taking the time and crafting with us. Thank you. Kathy from Wisconsin sent in a really sharp card too. Totally different. Hardly any color. Really neat interpretations. Allison, Canadian girl, sent in a trillium, her little state flower, so to speak. So pretty. Another good lesson on how to use space of the slim lines. Kimberly, I got a surprise. Look at there. I got that one in the mail today. It was so beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm going to show it again here in just a little bit. Very fun. Thank you. Melissa from Minnesota, her first and second at the same time. I still don't know what you were talking about messing up, but it's very pretty. Thank you, Melissa. Welcome to Craft Roulette. Christy Dillman, totally different take once again. Really pretty little way to put a bouquet. Thank you, Christy. Well, did I say it right? Ask. Is it Ask? Ask. From Sweden. You are here tonight. You're up late, girl. I guess you don't have anything going on tomorrow. Really attractive. Really glad you're here. Glad you got the submission. And I know you were short on time, so thank you. It means a lot to us. Thank you. Kathy did a real pretty little card. So many ways to use a slimline. There's a lot with the space that's involved. It's interesting. I loved watching it. Miss Carrie, who's that? She sent in this really pretty card. This is our guest crafter for tonight. Isn't that gorgeous? I think we're in for a good night with her. She does good work. Kim sent in her first submission with a very attractive card. She's from the Northwest Territories. That's the one that was clear up north. That little pin that has Santa for her neighbor. So thank you, Kim, and welcome. Mary Neighbor got the gnomes back on the board. Thank goodness. She's going to a hockey game. I wonder if it's the gnomes against the hobbits. Nice job, Miss Mary. Thank you. Maria sent in a darling card from Florida. I love that little paper airplane. Cute, cute. Thank you. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis sent in a very elegant card. Very pretty. She filled in last time for Carrie when she couldn't be here. So thank you again, Ellen. Judy G went super pink. Real pretty. I think she's here tonight. So thank you for that gorgeous card. What a background, huh? Jerry B sent in this sweet, sweet little card with a little bouquet. Looks like it came right out of the garden. Thank you, Sherry. I think you're here tonight too. TR's place TR went all artsy. We had quite a conversation about it. If you want to see it on the contributor showcase, so you can hear about it there. But real cool, almost Edgar Allan Poe-y there, I think. Woo woo. Ava from Florida sent in a B card. Another way to break up that space with the hexagons. Good work. Thank you, Ava. Lena Marie has a Valentine's tree that she's put this on, and some other things that we've gotten to be able to see. So cute. She did a very good job. Love it. Jackie Rippey is more than 30 submissions less than Patty is what she told me. So I just wrote it up there like that. So she sent in 3, but I think that only counts as 1. But really cute, Jackie. Jackie is here so we can get this show going. Stacy from Montana sent in this really interesting card with the background. Really cool. Very, very pretty blues. Nice job. Jay Mamami, who was our first guest crafter, and I think she's coming back later this spring, sent in this. She's got a little gnome go action too. So we got double gnomes this time. Very cute card. Thank you, Jama, for everything. Vicki Logan got the bug with this one. She sent in several more sets of cards on Craft Roulette's Facebook group. I love that little hedgehog. He's so adorable. Thank you, Vicki. Christina from Ecuador sent in this sweet little card. The best cure for a bad day is a good friend. That's sweet. I like it, Christina. Thank you so much. Amy Owens sent in this card with lots and lots of pretty balloons. I added balloons today for our parameter, so keep that card handy, Amy, in case we get balloons. No, it's really pretty. Very sharp, very, very pretty. Thank you. Angela sent in 2, and at the same time, different colors. Same card, different colors. It still has a different feel, doesn't it? Isn't that interesting? Very good, Wisconsin girl Angela. Thank you so much. And thank everybody for sending in. How did I do on time? I'm getting applause over there. And look, Carrie's still awake. We're in good shape. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's good. Oh, that was hard work not talking. I gotta tell you, that it seems easy not to talk, but no. Should we bring Miss Carrie? Are you ready to come back? All right, let's bring her back so we can talk. Have you ever been told to be quiet? It's not easy. Nobody dared. It's like church. It was like church. I couldn't. Yeah. But I had something to say. Nobody ever we always sat in church. We always sat in the front row, so nobody. I couldn't with my 4 babies because I didn't want to see everybody turning around and looking at me. It's like who's back there talking all the time. Anyway, we had a lot to say. My great aunt, her name was Edna Zay, one word, and they had a little poem, and it was I am a little chatterbox. My name is Edna Zay. The reason that I talk so much, I have so much to say. So, Mary Zay. All right. What'd you think of all those submissions? They're pretty outstanding, huh?
Oh, they were amazing. Like you said, I didn't ever think of how to put different slimline cards together. So being able to see how people broke up that slimline and put different elements on was just really inspirational to look at.
You did a good job on it, though. You did a beautiful card. I would put you. I wouldn't. You were no slouch. You did fine. So, do you make very many of those or not?
I just started making some slimlines. I think I've made it about probably about 10 so far.
Okay, all right.
But it is hard to figure out the balance on them sometimes.
And the horizontal is so much different than the vertical. And like an A2, it's not that big a deal. It's like, but woo, different sounds are involved. Woo, Is there anything else I'm supposed to say about these things right now before we go on? Oh, it's your veto time. Last week, we started a new thing, and that is giving our guest crafter the option to veto out of one parameter out of all the 300 million parameters. Do you have one that you want to veto?
Gnomes.
Gnomes? She's vetoing gnomes. That is almost heresy. You are a brave woman to go up against gnomes. You know what's going to happen in the middle of the night, don't you?
Oh, give me a pixie or a leprechaun.
No gnomes on the range for you. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so if anybody did want to make a gnome, they could. They still can. It's just that if we get gnome on the wheel, we're going to say, we're going to spin again. Okay. Your audio's going a little bit wild, and Stephen wants to hear it a little bit. Just talk a few minutes. I'll shut up.
Am I just losing me, or do I need to move closer? What's my plan here? Am I losing internet? Do I need to start singing again? Because that would not be a good thing.
Can you try your headphones, he's asking?
We can try to pop those in.
Oh, Carol Lee says, bless you, Carrie. That's funny. Laura thinks gnomes are overdone. I do too. You're getting blessed.
Let's try to pop this in and see.
Patty likes it without the lengthy commentary.
It's not letting me connect. Hold on. Let's see.
I was succinct. That's not often said about me, Heather.
We're just going to call her right back, okay?
Carrie, we're going to try calling you right back. Hang on.
Just 1 second.
Just 1 second. No problem. I'll talk. You know what? If I get a paper cam, I can show these cards. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I got some gorgeous cards. I always call it fun mail. I got this one. This was a big surprise for me. This was from Cindy Norberg, who she's an IG friend, and I just got this in the mail, and it was just a sweet, pretty card. Very elegant. If you don't follow her...
You gotta tell her we don't have any on.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Can you talk?
Garbled, though, so...
We're pretty garbled here.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
We'll reset it.
Let's try without the headphones. Even though I really like the look. You look like Uhura on Star Trek. No orange gnomes. Sharon, you're funny. Okay.
Yep, okay. We got it.
Oh, that sounds good now.
We'll bring her back in just a second.
We're going to bring you back in just a second. If you don't follow Cindy on Instagram, I highly recommend following her at CRN Cards, I believe is what it is. But look up Cindy Norberg and CRN Cards. And she posts often and does a beautiful job. Loved getting that. Thank you so much. If you're watching, she has watched some. So this is from a friend of mine down in the country where I used to live. And look at all those insets. Oh my gosh, she did a beautiful job. She's the one that always puts loose confetti inside her cards. And she said she glued the confetti inside the dies this time. Isn't that just the prettiest card? Aline, thank you so much. If you're watching, I don't know it, but thank you so much. And then this was the card from Biddy Penny. Super cute. Turned into a happy birthday card. Look at all that stuff inside. Woo! She sent me some little stickers. Love it. Thank you. And then Kimberly sent her mama size or slim size and her chubby size cards for some birthday wishes. And I love it. Thank you so very much. It's very appreciated, and I will put them on my door of pride very long time and enjoy it, and then we'll send them off to the nursing home and assisted living. Yay! Thank you. Are we ready to bring her back? Okay. All right. We're going straight to the wheel, Miss Carrie, which we should be able to see you in the wheel. Yes, we can. There she is. Okay, I told her before the show it's okay if she gets something that she doesn't like. If she feels like crying, go ahead. So we'll see if she's going to ham it up or not. This is the time of the night where we decide or we find out what we're going to be crafting tonight, and you guys can get to craft over the weekend if you want to submit. We're going to spin for a project, for colors, for the element, and then some wacky random thing that serves as a curveball. But let's give it a warm-up spin. Wheel on the table. Spin right now for me and Mabel. Oh, that's terrible. Let's spin for a project. You need a door of pride. 21. Oh, pick a sketch. You get to pick the sketch. I will show them to you in just a minute. Let's spin for what color. I have 3 different sketches you get to choose from. 2 neutrals plus 1. Why didn't she? We had black and white plus 1.
I know.
But neutrals can be grays, browns, tans.
Yeah.
You can do metals, blacks.
Okay.
But it is very similar to last week.
Yeah.
Do we want a judgment call on this? Mr. Producer says spin for another. We're going for it. Too close to last week. 12. Pastels. That'll be fine. It's springy. Element. Something good, something good. Come on, come on. 13. Best friends. I put that one on there today and I went, that's going to throw them off. I'm doing it.
Yeah, that one's throwing me off a little.
Okay, we'll talk about it. Think about best friends. What could you do with that? I have some ideas. Random. Pastels with some best friends. 15. Foil or metallic paper. That's kind of a crazy thing. All right, we got some craziness to work with, Carrie. Her face is a little bit crestfallen, I think. We've got 3 sketches.
Okay.
We'll go down. Okay, so the 3 sketches, and you can have them. Okay, we can't see your face, but we can hear you right now. So we have 3 sketches. We have a 5x7, and you can do it any way you want.
Okay.
Oh, he put you in. We have a 6x6. If you want to do a 6x6. Or we have an A2.
All right.
We're really putting a lot of pressure on you with vetoing and sketches. Oh,
I know.
you can handle it. You can handle it.
I want to do the 6x6.
Oh, she's going big. Going big. Go big or go home. I will leave this right here. It's going to be real simple. It's a real simple design.
And you don't have to...
Yeah.
And you don't have to have the measurements precisely. You can have them just like one big thing right here, one small strip right here, and that's just about all you really need to know. Is a small strip. Right. And you can make, you can make this different. Yep, you can make them whatever you want. Top fold, side fold, anything. Anything you want. Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about this crazy thing. We got the pick of the sketch taken care of, so you're doing great. Pastels. Pastels are just light colors, correct?
Right.
They're not like the big, bright, bold, pure color saturation kind of things. These are, they can be highly saturated, but they have to have a lighter tint. Best friends. What comes to mind when you have that?
I like to think of it. I'm like trying to think. It's like maybe a dog. I don't know if I have a dog stamp somewhere.
I didn't even think of that. That's so smart. And we were just talking about our dogs before we started. Oh, I'm so sorry, Boomer. I need to apologize. Yeah, dogs, best friends. I was thinking like what your... Huh? Honeys and bees. Amy. So some correlation kind of things. That's pretty sweet. Salt and pepper, peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
Popcorn, Dr. Pepper. Tacos and trucks. Yeah, it can be. Yes, Kathy. That was one of my thoughts. It can be a sentiment about your best friend.
There you go.
Yeah, or it can be something that your best friend likes. And then a reason to send it to your best friend. Sushi and wasabi. Chocolate and me. Oh, we're going to have a good bunch of parameters sent in this week. Oh my gosh, can't wait. This is fun. Okay, so Laura loves the best friends idea. Okay, dog or any animal. Fish. Yes, my best friend is a guppy. Nothing says best friend like guppy. I love it. Good idea for the dog. Yep.
Okay.
I think we're on to something. Oh, yeah, this is great. Now what am I going to do? Foil or metallic paper, do you have your druthers?
Yeah, we'll wing that.
Yeah. Remember, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can just be a small pop of embellishment or something.
Yeah. Okay.
A small strip. So pick a sketch. We're going to do a 6x6. Pastels, we're going to use lighter colors. They can be very saturated, but they need to be lighter in nature. best friends, your interpretation, guys. And what's that dad out there thinking on best friends? Wine and books. Now that's an interesting vodka and orange juice. That's
I like
all
chips
fun.
and salsa.
Chocolate and wine, chips and salsa. Yeah. Yes, Ellen, you can use gnomes if you want to. Gnomes, you can. It's just that if we had gotten it on the wheel, we were going to spin again. But you can sure use, just put those gnomes right up to that salsa bar. And gnomes eating salsa at a bar would just be a great, great vision. Some Espinaca gnomes. And they could have like spinach in their beard. So, yep, it sure is Friday. You are absolutely right. Ooh, baby. All right. Oils and pastels are going to be a little bit of a stretch. I agree. But, one thing that I think of, Ariel, is just if you have some silver foil paper, or even foil, you can do teeny little hole punches and just use them like as sequins. And that will be fine. Yeah, something like that. Mahomes and Kelsey. Ariel, you're brilliant. Go Chiefs. Yep, pencil and paper. Boy, this could go all night. This is great fun. We're going to let you go get your supplies. And I hope you come back. And then we will get this show started. And we'll get see what our best friends are going to be like. I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I'm going to have to there's so many things that go together that are best friends in life. So as far as this sketch, I will give you the numbers and then you can play with it. So this big gray piece. Do we all do a 6x6? Yep, we're doing a 6x6 this time, Vicky. Nope, we let the guest choose the sketch. So this piece is 4 by 5, and thank you for asking because it's no good if you don't understand. This one is 2 by 5. So you've got by 5s, 4 by 5, 2 by 5, or somewhere around there.
We'll post a picture right after.
Yep, we will post this in the comments right after the show. That doesn't mean you can't put something behind here, some paper or some watercolor or stenciling or whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be squares. This can be rounded. This could be sectioned. This could be strips of ribbon. Whatever is in your little crafty world mind today. It'll be fun, and you can twist it. I kind of like that one. I think I would want something down here to hold down the fort. Maybe I like it like this. I like weight at the bottom. I don't like that though. Maybe I do like that. Well, I better get busy. I'm going to start with a piece of white cardstock because that's easy. Cut it down the middle, so I've got 6 by 6. I've already got my sketch, don't have to worry about that. Best friend. Who is the crackpot that came up with that? It was me. Best friends. Okay. Well, as my daughter's piano teacher used to say, well, I've got a great big stamp here that says hugs. That might be really nice. And bear, a bear hug. Yeah, bears and hugs. I'm feeling it. I'm starting to feel it. I think I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. Bears and hugs. That's what I'm thinking. Now, how am I going to actually do it? That I do not know. This is a humongous. This is a stamp that doesn't fit in every card. So it's nice to be able to use it. Bears and hugs. Sand and bear hugs. I don't even think I'd have to do the word bear. I think we just have to, maybe we're going to do something like that. Because I've got a little sending, and then my little bear guy. here, buddy. If I'll have to send this out, but there you go. Sending bear hugs. I think it's going to work just fine. All right. Okay, Crafty Al. Well, bring enough back for me. She's going to go get some snacks. Oh, while I'm here and we don't have Carrie with us, we're going to talk about her. No, we're not. We are going to talk about our new show. We have several new shows. One is the Contributor Showcase on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock Central Time. And that's where we show off all the things that you're going to come up with best friends. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. And I talk forever. So that's just fair warning. Fair warning. I talk forever. Then, can he wear a hat, please? He might wear a hat. And then the other show starts next week that we're excited about. It's going to be on YouTube. It's our YouTube channel is called Craft Roulette. So you can find us there. Crafty Al, who went to go get a snack, is going to be our first guest. And the name of the show is, drum roll please, Cut the Crap and Create. It is going to be a visual podcast about creativity, interviewing creators. And Crafty Al is a good enough sport and to be our first guest. And we're going to find out what goes through Crafty Al's mind when she gets down and dirty and creates her sheet load of cards and her sayings that she has that you can print off. And all those little crafty things that Crafty Al is so well known for. So, yep, we're excited. It's at 11:30, I believe, right?
Scheduled on our channel.
It is scheduled on the youtube.com/cutthecrapandcreate. No, Craft Roulette. And then it's still on that channel because we don't want to start another channel right now. So, yeah. Oh, I hope I don't mess up the first show, Crafty Al. It's going to be a little bit different because Mr. Producer, Steven, is also going to have a microphone. So he listens to lots and lots of podcasts, and he's real excited about that. He's going to be carrying it. We are going, Crafty Al and I don't have any projects that we're going to be making that we have planned. We will have our hands doing the, we're going to have the camera on our hands during most of the show, part of the show, I'm not sure. And we'll just be messing around. So it's not anything it's not like something you're gonna learn a technique or a tip or trick. It's just gonna be talking about Crafty Al and what makes her creative. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, a little bit different and a lot of fun. We also have our second guest planned on the 19th of February, which is a Friday, so we don't have a regular schedule for this. And that show I think is at 1 in the afternoon, and that is with Cynthia Raven from Sugar Chat Cookie Studio, and she's a brilliant cookie decorator. So we're going to talk to her about her creative process too. So that's all we have right now on Cut the Crap and Create, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun, and I'm going to have to be quiet and let somebody else talk. Sweet Miss Carrie, are you ready? I see lots of pretty papers on her table, so let's bring her back. Very good. What do you got going on?
Basically, I just dug through my my scrap bin and pulled anything out that was pastel.
There you go. I love it.
And I did find the little dog stamp.
Aww.
So I may end up using that.
Does that look like your dog?
Yes.
Aw, Penny.
Yes. Looks just like my Penny. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
So we'll see. And I did find like this some black with metallic on it.
That works.
So we'll see how well black goes. Sometimes black goes with pastels. Sometimes it's a little bit much.
Sometimes you have to think about proportion and placement and a few other extra things that on a lot of cards you wouldn't have to think about. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But well, good. It looks like you're off to a good start. I'm still talking. But we'll change that here real quick, I think. Okay, what color? Pastels. See, I'm glad you said pastels because I'd already forgotten. Pastels. So, let's see. If I have my little homemade stencil, and some lovely he can be white, and then he wouldn't be, or gray, and he'd be fine. I could make him metallic. I could put a little silver necklace on him, you know, and then that could be my metallic. Okay, let's see, and I've got 4 little colors. Do I like them? I think we'll take purple out and just do a light blue, a yellow, and a green. Okay, let's see, we'll do some light blue. Oh wait, no, guess what? I don't know what I was thinking. I will do these because I treated myself to my first distress oxides.
Oh, look at you.
Did.
I love it.
And I got colors that I thought would be good for spring. So that's what I'm going to roll with. Now, if I put a lot of pink, okay, we're just going to roll. Start it going here. Just cut the chatter. Okay, here we go. Yep, we're winging. We're winging.
Look at that sketch.
Do you see it? Can you see it all right? I'm covering it up. I don't know where to put everything.
And it can go any direction, right?
Do you need me to turn it? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Just holler.
I'm just trying to see.
Just have, oh, there's a one with a booger on it. That's what you get when you have your homemade stuff. You get boogers sometimes. Yes, okay. Embrace the imperfection.
Yep.
Ooh, glitter paper. Oh, look, I got some over on the outside. Glitter paper. If that's what you have, Mary, I don't know. Especially if it were in metallic colors, like silvers, or I think it would be fine. Silvers or golds, then why not? Don't you think?
I think so.
If that made you think of that, I think it'd be okay. If that's what it means for you.
Yeah, I debated using.
Yeah. Bring it. Bring it, Hockey Mama. So, Carrie, are you ready to talk?
I can talk whenever you want me to talk.
Okay, all right. So, your best friend was your dog. That's what came up in your mind first.
Yeah, it probably should have been my husband.
Oh, he'll understand.
Yeah.
He's used to. Steven just said it's probably your husband's best friend too. Truth be told, he's buying you all this cricket stuff. Wonder what he's buying the dog. Does the dog get some better presents at Christmas than you?
Not that he showed me.
What size was the strip again?
This was 2x5, I believe. This was 2x5.
Okay.
This was 2x4. Did she? Look at her. It's amazing how well you can eyeball after a while, isn't it? Oh, this is quite pastel-y. I'm gonna have to cover up my botch here, so I'm not sure if I can. We'll just make a good case for it. So, do you want to tell us about your little Penny?
Well, let's see. She just turned 7 in January. She was from an accidental litter. I guess I hate saying accidental litter because nothing's ever an accident, but
A surprise.
Our daughter adopted a dog, and we didn't know that dog was pregnant. And she was a rescue. She was beaten. She was treated pretty poorly, and so we ended up with her, and then we ended up with 6 puppies.
That's a lot of puppies.
Yeah, so it was good though, because of course then we had to keep one. At the time we had 2 labs, and they were 15 and 16, and we knew they were not going to be around much longer.
Could we get you to move to just a little bit to your left, please? You'll be center. Yeah, your craft. There you go. Lovely. Thank you. Now you're more centered.
Much better. Okay.
Perfect. Well, that's you just never know what kind of critters are going to end up living with you, do you? I certainly didn't know Boomer was going to be like Boomer, but he's just adorable. He is absolutely adorable. I'm trying to figure out how I'm doing this one.
Yeah, she's a little dog, so she's got little dog syndrome.
Barks a lot.
She doesn't bark a whole lot, but she has quite the attitude. She just, she'll tell you how it is and where to put it.
How many cookies does this dog get a day?
She only gets 2.
Really? You have a very, very disciplined life. That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, we're all trying to lose weight in this house. So
it starts with the dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for the dog, it's good enough for you. It's solidarity. I appreciate that. Well, I gotta admit, our dogs get tons of cookies. But they're so deserving. They get walked twice a day. And they get lots of cookies, and Boomer sleeps on the bed with us, and any number of really bad behaviors that I never would have allowed when I was a disciplined woman raising children. But so much for that. That one's out the window.
Yeah. And I figured, when we have grandchildren, it'll probably be the same way.
It very well could. Yeah, you're just warming up. And is your son still a Sasquatch?
He will always be a Sasquatch.
Mother of a Sasquatch, right here. I think that's just wonderful.
He's I think last time we measured him, he's 25, 26, and last time we measured him he was 6'6".
Oh wow, he is a big guy.
And he's he does HVAC for a living, and he will just pick up a furnace and take it into the person's house. So I'm sure he scares a lot of people.
Oh my gosh. That's some strength. That's impressive though. Does he work out then? Does he like pump iron?
No, not really. Not that I know of.
Does he arm wrestle Arnold Schwarzenegger? Arnold's pretty old anymore. Have you seen him lately?
I have not. No.
He's not looking like, well, I don't know if he was ever really a good looker, but he's looking kind of old. Long in the tooth. But your son could probably take him. Yeah, he probably is pretty big still.
He's just a kid.
Yeah.
He's just always been a bigger kid.
Well, that's wonderful. Did he eat all the time?
Oh, all my boys ate all the time. I felt like we could never keep food in the house.
How many gallons of milk did you buy at a time, do you suppose?
Oh, it was ridiculous. I mean, I remember because at one time we had our 4, and then we had 3 fosters. And so it was age 3 up to 13. And we would go to the grocery store and do like 2 carts worth of groceries.
I believe it.
You know?
I believe it. And just the amount of time that you would have to spend in the kitchen is just putting away, and then it wasn't there very long. And it was like, wait, yeah, you must have been cooking all the time.
Yeah, we would get like what you would have as it was a cake, like a sheet cake pan. You know, the big huge sheet cake pans, and that's what we did casseroles in. So
yeah, and then that would be like a meal. Just one meal.
Yeah. Yep.
When my BFF in junior high, which we've just reacquainted ourselves with each other, had 9 brothers and sisters, and it was a phenomenal experience to eat with them. I only did it once, and I have never seen a shorter time period between amen and when the food started flying. And it was it was just like a maneuver, and then all of a sudden it was just going all over the place. Hey Vicky, you crazy girl with your penguin, popping in to say hello and good morning from the UK. Oh, okay, yep. You should craft it a more reasonable time. Yeah. That's very good. That's very good. You're ready. You're ready. She's the one. Vicky is the one in the UK that did this crazy thing. I was saying on the Craft Roulette Facebook group. I said, who knows what we'll get tonight for parameters? Maybe we'll get penguins on bicycles doing backflips on a flower petal with rainbow colors, and she made a card of that very thing.
I was like, that is awesome.
It made my day. It really did. It was just so precious, and I just loved it. Thank you so much. Well, get some sleep. Dream about penguins if you want, or your best friend is a penguin, or your penguin is a best friend. Whatever works for you, but get some good sleep, and we'll see what you come up with tomorrow. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I love this group. It's just a marvelous, marvelous group. Just so sweet. I wonder, I don't know. I'm saying no a lot in a lot of sentences there. I think I will go with like a little metal necklace. I'm not sure how to do it quite, but a hard hat. A hard hat. Oh, yeah, maybe I could do that. Yeah, you can have several hats.
What kind of best friend do you have that has a hard hat?
Well, Bruno. I don't. It's 2:30 in Sweden. Oh, you two girls. Thank you for dropping by, Sue. We'll see you later. I hope you get in a best friend card. I'm looking forward to it. Really? Laura has a bear with a hat on in her profile picture. It does look like that. I'm looking, it's pretty small, but oh my goodness, how could I make a hat? This little stamp set has a little hat. But he's got like not quite a hard hat, but maybe a toque. Yes, it is. Maybe I might use the silver for this focal point. I think that might be a safe bet. And then I don't have much of it, so I'm going to cut the center out of it too, because I'm cheap.
Yeah, Laura lives here in Colorado. I've met her.
Does she live in the mountains? Because everybody in Colorado except you live in the mountains, right?
Yes, and we all ski.
You have ski racks on your car. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
and you walk around with boots that are not laced. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. And you eat.
Yeah. We wear flip-flops and shorts in the winter.
I knew it. You were trying to act all normal and everything, like a Kansan, but nope. You're showing your true Colorado colors now. That's
yeah.
and you really have a wig on, and you have dreads, right? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
See,
yes. Yep.
it's all coming. Isn't it good to just be honest about things?
I know.
Don't you feel better? I wonder where my fold is.
I'm sure all my fellow gardeners in Colorado.
Yeah, I know. I sat with a guy at, he was from Boston. It was a long time ago, and the guy I don't know if he'd ever left Boston, but I'm pretty sure I had him convinced that because I lived in Kansas, that I wore a long skirt and a white apron and had goats and chickens. But I didn't. I lived in a suburb of Kansas City, and he was pretty drunk, and I may have had a little bit of fun trying to tell him stories.
Yeah, why not?
Just a little bit of fun.
Why not?
But you gotta do something when you're not drinking, and they are. So what it is. But yep.
Yeah, I was watching. There's a video out on YouTube right now, and she's a lady making a scrapbook page while she's drinking wine.
My gosh.
It's hilarious.
That could.
Like I did at some retreats like that.
Yeah, I had a party one time where the ladies were drinking Johnson County iced teas, I think is what they called it. They had a good time.
Yeah.
They sure did. I did too. It was they had a little doggy. It was cute. It was a fun group. I'm going to try this in charcoal because it's pastel, so I don't really want in your face black, I don't think. I'm going to try it a little lighter at least. Not much lighter. Charcoal's pretty dark.
Crafty Al says it looks like we're crafting in the same room, that we just went from one scene to the next. I had out my stamp positioner, and then I took mine away, and you took out yours.
Thanks for handing that over to me. Yeah, isn't that something? Special effects. Stephen is doing more and more research on that, Crafty Al. We're gonna get him to. He told me once. He really doesn't have time for special effects, but someday maybe. I hope it would be really fun. We still have cool screens and things, but when we got this little button thing, he told me that we could do like slow-mo and stuff like that. So maybe someday. Instant replays. Wouldn't that be fun? I think it'd just be super fab.
Going slow.
How are you? Yep. That's what I'm dreaming for. Waiting for. What? Stephanie already finished yours. Oh my goodness, girl, how exciting. How nice. You go to craftroulette.live and the form should be open. And you just upload it and agree to let us show it and all those kind of things. Tell us where you're from and all those neato kind of things. I'm glad for you. Thank you. Yep, there it is. You're a go-getter for a Friday night.
Yeah.
Pretty impressed. Did I? Okay. Again, we'll go no. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you figure out your metallic?
I used it for a frame for this big piece. Yeah.
Okay.
A little mat.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on mine.
And I'm not sure if I'm going to put a... Well, I might put metallic, but it might be with stickles or something, but that's not paper. So I'm trying to behave. Oh, it's your first time. Okay. You're from Texas. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. Yes. Here we go. We have several of our guest crafters from Texas. And I'm sure they all wear big hats, big 10-gallon hats, have a ranch, and all those things. Okay. Well, the sketch is a 6x6 card. And it has 2 fields. You can do whatever you want to with it. You can use pattern paper, you can watercolor it, you can ink it, you can chalk it, you can do whatever you want. Like you can see that Carrie is doing the pattern paper, and I did a little pattern paper and then just did the background with some stencils, and then I am using that for my focal point. This piece will correspond with this. This will correspond with this. You can twist it however you want. It doesn't have to be exactly these sizes. You can interpret, because craft roulette is all about interpretive expression. And so as long as you can justify why you did what you did, we'll be happy to have you send in something. But it is a 6x6 card. So Steven said maybe it's a 7x7 in Texas, because we wouldn't stereotype anybody's state now, would we? So I think that's probably true. Where can you find this?
Hey, would 7x7 be big enough for Texas?
That's 70 times 70. The sketch will be on the Facebook page after the show. Right now, it's just right here. Hello, Maria. How are you? We'll put it in the comments, and then probably I'll put it in the Facebook group. And I'll try to make it very, very accessible for you. Just to make it easy.
That's
yes,
the goal.
It really is.
And you said glitter paper would be okay for metallic?
As long as you think it is. Especially, I'm the one, especially when it's like a gold color or silver color, I think it would be fine. Because metallics to me are like golds and silvers, aren't they? What do you think of them? Jackie, you nut. Jackie says it's 9x9 in Australia.
It's true.
They got a lot of land down there. A lot of land. A lot of space. I read the Thornbirds. Ooh.
Silvery. Can't tell.
It looks like bluish silver.
Yeah, it's kind of a blue silver though. It's not silver.
Pig metal. What is that stuff that is kind of a blue silver? Isn't it pig iron? Pig iron, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just pig iron.
Yeah, we're going to call it that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one. When you can't buy stain or sterling, you buy pig iron.
I've never heard of pig iron.
I used to make jewelry. And you learn on the cheap stuff.
Oh, it's upside down.
they're upside down sixes because you're on the bottom of the world upside down. Oh my gosh, this is a great group. Can't keep up with them. They're way too clever. I'm working on my hugs here. My bear hugs. You guys are giving me a run for my money and I love it.
Wow, I can't believe how many people are finishing up faster than us.
Well, I don't know how that's working either. Since I'm working at my land record speed here. Of course, I am fussy cutting. That's not something you do real fast.
Yeah. It is if, Stephen had those special effects.
That's right.
That's
that's right. I was doing all that stuff in slow motion. That's what slowed me down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Isn't it good to be well, Carrie? Aren't you just so thankful?
Oh
my
yeah.
Goodness.
Yes, I am so glad to be over. I mean, I still got some little weird things going on, but better than I was. I was down for the count.
I'm just real thrilled to have you back. You are involved with a design team activity that has Jayma and Katie and Julie that are all guest crafters with us. You want to talk to us about that? You have what your guys are up to these days?
Yes. Yeah, so this month we are doing what we're calling a Love Your Stash Challenge. So every day throughout the month of February, we put a calendar up on our Facebook page and we have a calendar on each video. But every week there's an item in our stash that we are busting through. And then we are asking you guys to join in on the challenge. So all throughout February, your goal is to use up your stuff.
That's a big goal.
So, yeah.
That's a big goal.
But this week was paper and pocket cards. Next week's embellishments. It's been fun to see what everybody has been coming up with.
It has. I've watched a couple of them. It really has been fun.
Yeah. So, like I said, we've got a Facebook page that you guys can then add your stash busting, Love Your Stash creation, and show us how you are busting through. Because I know, Mary, you've been doing that, haven't you?
I have.
Stash busting.
I went on a big stash diet and didn't buy anything for 5 or 6 months. It was
wow.
Yeah. And I didn't use up hardly anything. It was like good bad, because it doesn't go down very fast. It's amazing how long it lasts. But I did it. Yeah, I've got a Stash Bash blog series from last fall on marygunfun.com, and now my current one is I think what you call your mess bowl. Is that what you call it? That's on your desk?
My bowl of mess. That is, yeah. Now it's a suitcase of mess. I found a cute suitcase.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That's really good. Who would ever want to not use that? That's got to be inspiring to use that. I would think, because it's so cute. You want to get into it.
Yeah, like it just looks cute.
What did you say, Carrie? I'm sorry.
I said it looks too cute, and our kitchen needed the bowl back.
Very good reason. Let's see who. Maria, Miss Carrie, what is your Facebook page and your YouTube?
Miss Carrie's. So if you just search Miss Carrie's Creations, you're going to find me.
All right, that is the easiest thing.
Miss Carrie's Creations.
That is the easiest thing. If you just Google Miss Carrie's Creations, and
You'll
there will
find me.
there's also a link to her sites on our guest Hall of Fame that you can find her there too, if that's easier for you, on craftroulette.live. We all have so many sites. It's ridiculous. Well, so my current thing is my dish. This is my dish. It was overflowing. And so I've been taking bits and pieces out of it and making lots and lots of cards. And I just started this week. And look how many cards I already have.
Nice
thank
job.
These were like some painting things. This was on Instagram. This paper is the cellophane from a bouquet that I got, a flower bouquet.
Oh,
and I just cut it up, and if you wrap it around the paper, it just glues on just like a gem. So that made a whole bunch of really pretty paper or cards, and then just some stuff that I painted. So anyway, that's where I'm standing right now, and it looks like I'm good for about another 150 cards out of that bowl. But holy moly! Okay, we're gonna call you right back again, Miss Carrie, because your mic's getting all funkadoodle. Alrighty, we'll be right back with you. Oh, the things we have to do. Hang on for Carrie. Hang on for Carrie. I think, you know what might be kind of cute on this is to put a little, I am going to put just a little bit of yellow around this fella. And then by the time we get that yellow on there, I bet Carrie will be back with us.
Yes.
I'm just going to trace really lightly around him. Kind of know where he is. That will make him stand out a little bit. All right. Do I want blue? Maybe I should have blue because I've got blue over here. Miss Carrie, could you do a little test on your mic, please?
Yeah. So can you hear me better, or is it still pretty crummy?
Yep. You're getting better.
Doing better?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay.
And you're back.
Awesome.
Woo! We're always glad for and you're back. Yep.
And I'm back.
And since I have nothing glued on this, it's okay. If I don't like it, I can change it. Oh, did you like those cards, Bitty Penny? Yeah. They were remarkably easy. And I thought they were very pretty. I thought it was kind of a fun Instagram post because I said, well, if you want to see what it is, check my story. And there was the answer. It was cellophane from a bouquet. Bouquet. And haven't we had fun talking about hyacinth bouquet on our group this week? Bouquet.
So did you decide then, is a bouquet one flower or lots of flowers?
Well, the definition is multiple flowers. So, rule breaker. Yes. The strict definition is one flower. I mean multiple flowers. But heck, I only live life. I only want one flower. I'm only going to put on one flower.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yep, there's the guest Hall of Fame. That will have that'll have all the great things you need to know. He should have a little heart, I suppose. How about a little pink heart? I just used this guy last night in class. So he's kind of do you do that when you have I see it in this kind of thing too, where you start with a stamp set or something and you start playing with it, and then all of a sudden it just keeps all these ideas, and you just want to keep working with the same stamp set and get more ideas.
Then I can let it go once I'm done because I get sick of it.
Oh, you do get sick of it?
I'm bored easy.
Oh, well, that's not good. You don't want to get sick of it. But Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I just start using it, and I just want to keep using it. I've made so
yeah.
many bears with this. I've got bears like Grant Wood's American Gothic with these bears. I've got Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon with these bears. I've got a Mary Kay bear giving another bear a charcoal mask.
Oh wow.
There's just I was on a real binge. I was on a bear binge. it was kooky. Not that I ever get obsessive, but that one I did. But yeah, I think there's even a bear Pinterest board that has them all on it because it got ridiculous.
Trying to decide if I want the bow or not.
Beauregard.
So someone asked us how we decide what goes in our suitcase or our bowl of mess.
How do you decide?
Yeah.
Mine is oftentimes it's something that I thought was going to look good on a card and then it doesn't. And so it's a stamped image a lot of the time, something like that. And so I just toss it in there because it's good enough for something.
Yeah, that's me. A lot of mine are Cricut cuts,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that like didn't work out or were too small or yeah.
Yep.
Stuff
Yep.
Gotta use it.
So my card looks like a Swedish flag with pastels, yellow and blue. I believe I know what a Swedish flag looks like, and I think you're right. It's my homage to you for staying up.
So I need some advice from the peanut gallery whether I should add the bow or not. It's got metallic in it, so it's more it's bronze, so then it actually has, you know, the parameters so I don't break any rules.
I know it's always hard. There's always one thing that's a little hard.
Like, do I add the bow? Do I leave off?
It's really pretty cute. That's really stinking cute, actually. That little card, Missy, that's very cute. Look how those patterns look so good together. And your little puppy. Adorable. Who likes the bow?
Oh, on the dog's neck.
Might be kind of big for his little neck.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering.
I think I can put this together. I think we're good. But it is fun to play around with your placement before you decide. I think it's helpful. Oh, this is a good parameter. I'm glad you chose the 6x6. Thank you.
Okay, so I've got people screaming that it needs to go on the heart. Well, which heart? Pink heart or blue heart?
Adjectives, people. Adjectives.
Help me out.
Blue heart. Blue heart. Okay.
All right.
Stephen likes the red heart. Just to be contrary.
Does Stephen get a vote?
Well, I don't. He's actually has very good taste. So.
Oh, my boys. Actually, there are times I will ask my boys or my husband, "Does this look good?" And
especially when you've looked at it for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. Sue. You're laughing when you wrote that. I know you were. You silly goose. She's giving you a hard time.
Oh.
Sending bear.
I'm thinking I'm agreeing with Stephen here, but I kind of like the pink one.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of in the center. Let's think about.
Yeah.
You could, you know what else? You could put another little something on the other one if you wanted. I don't know what, though. I like the blue one. I like the blue one because the pink one has the most pattern. So on its own merit, it's going to get attention. And then the blue one just kind of gets eaten without a little bit of extra love. So now you've got a really strong little triangle going on there with a nice pop on the back. How you like that? I didn't write that, Sue. Steven did. You goosey guys. I think well, I almost would put some tissue paper around there, but I think I'm just not going to.
That's a good idea, Laura. I forgot that I did that yesterday. Laura says I need to use my white pen. I taught a class yesterday, and Laura says I need to draw a little white on the...
that might just be perfect.
Just break that up a little bit. Yeah, Laura's she's in my weekly cricket class that I teach online. So
sweet.
Thanks.
Boy, you like your teacher. You even came to an extra class.
I did.
That is pretty big time. Do I need anything on this? I don't think so. Fine, just the way it is. I'm going to think about that one. I'm going to pop his little eyeballs in his little nose ball. Put a little Nouveau drop on him. Oh my gosh, what time is it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes? It's giveaway time. Yes, it's time to be putting in those numbers 1 through 24. Whatever the wheel decides will be the person who gets the prizes. If we get 4 49s, or no, we can't. It's 1 through 24. If we get 4 13s, and the wheel says 13, we give a card and an itty bitty gift to all of those people. So, yes, here they come in. All those big numbers, all those little numbers. Oh, you guys are after it. Just put in one number, though. We only count the first one. So we're always glad to see you guys are still here and haven't gone off to watch Somebody Feed Phil. Thank you for staying. Even though Somebody Feed Phil is pretty entertaining. Here's my invitation. Without the food. Yep, okay. Oh, good. You're all are here. I see some familiar names and a few new ones. That's great. It's time to spin. Well, I'm hoping the best for all of you. Hey, Heather. Are you ready? Feeling lucky? Here we go. Wheel, 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 wheel. We got a big 14 right now, good buddy. What do we have? If you got 14... Oh, Alessandra! I think I have your address, don't I? I think I just sent you a card. Didn't I? That's great. That's good. Heather, I have your address. Fun. Big 14s. Beryl Vincent, I do not have your address, but I just DM it to me and I will get a card in the mail with a very, very small prize. So, yay! Cool deal. That's great. Yep, Sue, were you 13? Close doesn't count on this bad boy. Thank you guys for playing. We've got a killer lineup coming up. We've got Candace Richardson from Candoodle. She's a real interesting crafter, and I think you're going to enjoy her next week. Katie Taylor, who is also on the design team with Carrie, is coming up after that. And then we have Julie, who's also on the design team. We have a real good run of good solid crafters there from close to my heart on the 5th. We also have I haven't been able to contact the person who is supposed to be in show 50. So hopefully I have somebody. Christine is going to be on our anniversary show, and we do have some special things lined up. And Karen Boyce will be bringing up March 19th. And we had her, remember when she did that flower? It was purple, it was gorgeous. And then she did all these black dots. Oh my gosh. And I hear she sings when she crafts, even though she didn't sing when she was here. So stay tuned. Join us on Friday evenings or whenever it is at your house. And then if you can't watch it, follow up on Saturday at noon, whenever it is at your house. Monday, the blog comes out. Tuesday at 1 o'clock, whatever time it is at your house, is the review of the submissions. To send in your submissions, just go to craftroulette.live, and there will be a form now until midnight on Sunday, our time. And you just follow the instructions on the form. If you have any questions, there's a whole bunch of instructions on how to send in the best picture and things like that in the little box. So that's very helpful, I think, for especially when you haven't done too much. So yep, we have there's some talent coming down this pike. So it's very exciting. It's a fun game, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I'm so glad we've done it. And I'm so glad you're a part of it. And Miss Carrie too. Let's check out. Look, she's just sitting there not doing anything. I think that means she must be about done.
I'm almost done. Yeah, I wanted to add the I rough you to the card.
I'm adding Nuvo drops, which means I cannot turn this over and glue it.
You cannot
Smart
do anything.
Girl. But at the same time, I can screw up a Nuvo drop pretty fast. So, we're good. All right. I think I'm good with that too. I think by and large, that is my card.
Yeah, I'm just going to add this little sentiment and call it.
Time of card.
8:07.
8:07. Almost.
7:07.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I did glue it down already. I didn't remember that.
So does Steven have like a little timer that or like a big red light or something that he flashes at you?
He does wave his arms some. Sometimes there's waving of arms, tearing of clothes, and gnashing of teeth. But generally, he does just start waving his arms. So, hey, Maylin. You're so close to being done. Maylin is our youngest crafter contributor. She is 9, and she always does really fun cards. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're joining us.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that off.
Yep, you need to do this sketch, which we will have posted soon. Use pastel colors. Mine got kind of bright, but they're, it is. My yellow is kind of bright. Best friend, but if I got this as a submission, I would definitely not fuss. I'd be glad. Best friends, whatever your interpretation is, and foil or metallic paper. I use silver metallic for my mat, and you've got some metallic underneath your. Oh, that's right. You used your pig iron. So very good.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I think it's good.
Here, Kathy, that doesn't sound good to put your stamp platform on the ground and step on it. That doesn't sound good at all. Oh, no.
Let's not do that.
Doesn't sound like, oh, that's too bad. I hope it learned its lesson. But you came out a winner. So, oh, gee. Oh, that's an expensive mistake. All right. Well, that's my card for the night. I think your card is for the night. Great idea with your interpretation. I love it. Miss Carrie, can you hold yours up just a little bit so we can see the fine details?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is better. Yeah. And you popped up your little doggy a little bit and your sentiment, XOXO.
Yep.
Got some little gems on there. How'd you that little ribbon underneath is such a cool little touch. How did you decide, or that little heart thing? What is
this?
Uh-huh.
It's a sticker.
Oh, it's a sticker, and it makes
so it's like a border sticker.
It's a good little touch. I like it. And how did you get the lines on your big square?
I just took a ruler and my black journaling pen.
Okay.
And just drew around it to kind of frame it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. You did lots of little details. That's what kind of that's kind of your style, is doing little details that don't really stand out but make the whole card just incredible. So, kudos, girl.
I like the colors you chose.
Well, it's the Sweden thing going on. Swedish influence.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lee. I'm glad you could join us. Thank you, Deb and Crafty L, Christina, Bedtime Girl, Amy. Thank you guys, Jackie, everybody. Really appreciate you spending some time with us. I'm tired. Are you?
I'm wiped.
I kind of get a craft roulette hangover on Saturday mornings, and I don't. It's just because I have so much fun down here. So it's not a bad hangover. I just like to sleep in though in the morning and relax a little bit longer. But it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so it should be fun. A good day to do that. So, well, let's have you, we'll take your picture off for a minute, Miss Carrie, and we'll have you flip your camera, and they can look at me for a minute while we get your camera back up. Yep, play along. It's a lot of fun, and we will show you on the blog at craftroulette.live, and we will also show you on the Contribute on Tuesday at 1. I'll talk about your card, and then on Friday's next show, I will zip my lip and the best of my ability. My mom used to say that I would jump off the height or the swimming board, the diving board at the pool talking, and then I would go down and I'd come up talking, and they laughed and wondered if I talked underwater. I probably did. So anyway, I think she's just about ready. Yep. Looks like she's ready to say goodnight to everybody.
Yes.
Well, you did it again, Miss Carrie. You lived through it.
Yeah.
No tragedies.
It was. No. The best friends thing kind of threw me a little bit, and the metallic kind of threw me. Metallic and pastel. I hadn't expected those two together, but
that's what the wheel does to us. And it does. Yeah. It just messes with us and sends us all sorts of weird vibes. But the wheel teaches us that we should just get down there, get our hands dirty, and make something. And sometimes that's where the creativity comes. What are your thoughts on creativity? Yes. Do you feel like you're like a creative person, or are you limited, or how do you get moving?
Well, my biggest issue, every personality test I take, right brain, left brain, dark side, light side, it just has conflicting results. So that basically just explains how my brain works. I'll try to go crooked, but I have to make it straight, and that kind of thing. I think creativity is just a process that reflects your personality,
like that.
and you just got to go with it and say, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, toss it in the trash. No.
Put it in your mess bowl, your bowl, your suitcase of mess.
Yeah.
And use it another way, because there'll probably be another way to use it.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Yeah, it just reflects your personality. When I think about that kind of gives me a wheels kind of curveball there. Ooh, but no, I think you're right. But you do get a lot of joy from it, and you can tell. So that's neat. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us. It's that time of night where we kiss our brains, our big, beautiful noggins. Miss Carrie, you're not exempt. Yes. Because we do have our own little creative things to give the world. And we have to encourage our brains to work it. Work it, girl. Work it, sister. Get that brain moving. Get that creative muscle happening. And even on Friday nights when we're all tired. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye. Thank you guys for coming. And Mary, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Oh, good. I enjoyed every minute of it. You know I did. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you all next Friday, I hope, and I hope a couple times in between. Don't be strangers. Have a great week. Stay safe, and we love you. Bye. Hi. Thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.